Up, man.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor.
God damn it.
To get this one across the 35. That's a pickup.
I gotta guard goddamn Jonathan Taylor. Goddamn.
Usually we see runs like this as the
I need the goddamn D-line.
But this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running left, Taylor. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it.
Let's face it, everybody in the start.
Duvaaaal, nigga. Let's get it, nigga. Duvaaaal. Let's go. All that bullshit you getting.
That's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Nigga. Nigga.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's a second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you. Keep it to short.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk, move him. I just got to check for that blitz. That's all niggas do.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover.
Every Ingram, move him.
It's not the offense's responsibility.
Get it.
Not off for them. To show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
We're not playing with niggas, bro. Duvaaaal, bro. You coming to Jacksonville, you gonna be in for a fight, nigga. Facts.
To get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
He had that shit. Oh.
Contact brings up 2nd down. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll be it.
Out, game.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Yo. What's up, bro? What's up?
You got 2K?
Yeah. I'm about to get on it after this.
Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hell yeah, I'm in the Madden league.
Lawrence going to throw again. He completes it now.
What's up with you, bro?
The ball comes out.
Say what?
What's up with you?
Chilling, you.
About the 28. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is
What kind of build you got?
In all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp.
Damn, I'm
Let the ball free, take it away from the other team. And now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
Oh, word. So I just got right now. I just got a small forward, 6'8".
The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. Good things in store here today, man.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Nah, I ain't seen Josh in a minute, to be real. Wow, you seen him in a minute?
Nah, I ain't seen him probably like 2-3 years now.
Totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like
Yeah, it's been a minute for me, like years.
at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second down, it's Taylor. And some room to work. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there,
your homie?
long enough for the next
Say what?
wave to get there and get it down. Otherwise,
Just like your
he will
homie?
continue down.
Nah, it's just people I play 2K with. If you trying to run 2K, you can join. We be running on red and shit.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, throw left side, complete to Ingram. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 126 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ryan now to throw on third down. A throw on the money there to Duvaaaal. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw is Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On first down, Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives.
You said what?
Now the Colts
How long you got left in that game?
I'm in the 2nd quarter. I got 2 more quarters. This shit taking forever, bro. This shit annoying, low key.
Ryan, they'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play there. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, here's Taylor. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They turn to Taylor on fourth. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. Second half starts with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Keep in mind he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now a give to Taylor. And he'll power his way up near the 25.
170 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Foles. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. "46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Third and 2, now Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Fourth down, here's Lawrence.
And Ingram holds it in.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Lawrence.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Second and 7.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and goal, Foles. Right side complete. That's Woods. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Ashton Doolin.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most